What's up, everybody? I'm going to do a quick video on living in Cambodia as far as rentals and staying in hostels, what area to stay in. Let's start by saying I live on the riverside. The riverside is, and that's right in front of you, is the night market. It's a real popular place. It's cool. You can go there. There's music. There's little shops, anything you need. Anytime you do any kind of shopping, you need to, as Westerners, first word of advice, make a Khmer friend. You do not want to buy anything here as a Westerner. Again, listen to me. Make some Khmer friends. They're good, nice people, especially if you're a male. And the women are very caring and will take care of you. You don't got to give them anything, and all the misconceptions. All my friends are women that work in hotels and have businesses, and it's perfectly fine, and they're great. And listen, you're gonna save a ton of money. You're gonna save a ton of money when it comes to renting a place, when it comes to getting your cell phone, when it comes to buying food at the markets, if you buy at the local markets, when it comes to buying clothes. Make a Khmer friend. Getting on a tuk-tuk. My friends walk me down and they negotiate the price for me, and I guarantee you I save 50 cents to $1 on every ride. Well, if I take 10 to 15 rides a week, it adds up. Okay? So rentals. When you get here, if you're gonna stay here, stay a week wherever you're gonna stay. If you're gonna stay in a hostel, there's cheap enough hotels. I would just stay in one of the cheap hotels because the hostel situation is a little rough. I mean, you're gonna save 10 bucks to live in a group housing situation. I mean, 10 bucks a day when you're coming from a Western country, it's not worth it. So, as soon as you get here, you can use a real estate agent. You can also walk up and down the streets and call the numbers on the signs. Khmer people will always have somebody that speaks English within an arm's reach, and they will get somebody to speak English to you. So what I suggest is you land, you're staying, you plan on staying, you get a cell phone. You get smart. You're gonna get, it's a prepaid system. It's a hassle. It doesn't last very long. The money runs out very quickly. So don't get the dollar card. Don't ever get the dollar card. You'll be done with the dollar card in a day. Everybody goes crazy on me because I get the $5 cards. If I use the $5 cards, they last me 3-4 days because I have a ton of friends and a ton of employers and a ton of people calling me. You know, and $5 doesn't, it lasts me 3-4 days. Get the $5 cards. I suggest you travel a couple areas. If you want to stay in the riverside, it's usually nice, easy, convenient. Everything's here. More Western style food, more Western style shops, you're gonna acclimate a lot easier here, and the people, more English speaking people. Okay, so in general, it's going to be a lot easier for you near the river at first. Now, the river is not a place to move your wife and your children. Not a place. It's meant for single males. The river is not meant if you have a family to live at. It's a giant bar. That's what the river is. A giant bar. That's it. So, would you take your wife and kids into a bar? If you would, live by the river. If you would not, do not move your family near the river. Period. They don't need to. I see people walking with their spouses and with their kids and tourists, and I have no clue why anybody. Let's put it this way. There are bars that are mostly brothels. Why would you bring your wife or your sister or your kids or your son to a brothel. Majority of us would not in Western civilization. So, single males, the river. If you're not a single male, not the river. Okay? Now saying that, if you, like I live 2 blocks off the river, and it's actually a perfectly fine neighborhood. It's a family neighborhood. I deal with everybody talks to me. There's no bars on my block. You know, so the river is within walking distance. I can see the river from my balcony, but I don't have the music, I don't have the bar girls, and I don't have the bar people on my block. So I still have the convenience of the river, but I don't have the hassle and the danger and the what if of the river. You move here, do not stay long term in a hotel. If you're in a hotel for more than 5 days, something's wrong. Yeah, I mean, 5 days, you can find a place very quickly here. It'll be affordable, it'll be reasonable, and everybody is more than kind and willing to help you out. Just, I would say, put a 5-day cap on it. Other than that, yeah, because the cost and everything else, it's not worth it. And the comfort and the convenience, I love being able to go into my house, I cook what I want, I have my air conditioner, I have my cable, I have my own bathroom, I have my own shower, and you know, I pay $250 for my place. Now I'm by the river. Anything by the river is gonna be more. Now I have a friend stays in a nicer place, cleaner. It's a room. There's no kitchen, but it has everything. It has a tiny balcony. She pays $130, and that includes her cable. So she pays power, water, and she pays $130. I'm paying $250 because I'm 2 blocks from the river. But I also have a much larger place. But hers basically looks like a hotel room. It basically is a hotel room that they're saying is a single family house. So, what are the price ranges here? You can get a room here for $60. A lot of the girls that I know are paying $60 a month for their room. As low as $60. Now, what is the top? Obviously, we all know the top, when you get into finance people, and you get into wealthy people, is the same as it's going to be anywhere. 10, 12,000, 13,000. There's always that top that's, you know, unobtainable to most of us. So, what is fair? Fair, I live in a good, clean, my walkway is clean, my hallway up to my house is clean, my neighbors are all European, and I pay $250 a month. All of my neighbors have Lexuses, BMWs, so I live in a decent area. It's very hard for people here to own a car. So when they own, especially Lexuses and BMWs, this and that, you're living in an affluent area. So for $250 a month, I'm living in an affluent area with all 2 English guys live beneath me. There's 3 of us in the building. I'm the riffraff. so yeah, which is not bad. You know, we keep an eye on each other's stuff, and really there's no reason here. Here's another thing. People worry too much about security here. I walk around at all times of day and night here with no problem in any area. Any area. Khmer people are small. They are much smaller than us. In general, they are much smaller than Western people. If you make eye contact with a Khmer person, they will 90% of the time avert their eyes, because they will stare at you. You look at them, they will avert. They are more fearful of us. So keep your head up, make eye contact, talk to people, Talk to the Khmer people. The ones that come at you with a fake smile, you'll know it from a mile away. Stay away from them. And that's it. And you'll be fine. I talk to all my neighbors. I say, good morning, how are you? And they don't speak a lick of English, but they smile and they respond back. You know, besides the two British guys that live in my building, everybody's Khmer. Everybody knows me. They wave, they say hello. But most Westerners here will not make eye contact and they will not talk. And that's no way to live, guys. That's no way to live. That's no way to live. If I can't talk to my neighbors and have a friendly chat, or at least a wave, and everybody recognizes and they take care of each other, then you don't want to live like that. So it's all on you. Keep your head up, make eye contact, speak to the local people. Speak to them. You're in Cambodia. You can't live in their country and not speak to them. Okay? Just remember, Cambodia is a place with no rules. There are no rules. The only rule is there are no rules. Just remember that. All right.